Hello. Let me get to my correct streaming setting. All right. We're just gonna hop into this. It looks like I'm still waiting for some people to show up, which is fine. Give me the chance to do some. And then I think I need to switch to an inking brush. It's not the proto pen. There was another brush I found. I can't remember what brush it was. Was it this guy? Yeah, it was this guy. I'm gonna try to get some like real comic book inks done here. I think I might need to bring the size down just a bit though. There we go. Sunshine. Yep. Clean up that edge just a little bit. Too quickly. I like this brush. I like this brush a whole lot. This is a nice brush. Yeah, that's the end. I need to clean that up. Oh no. Hello, Blue. How are you doing? You're the first one in tonight. What's going on? How are you? Oh, really? That's cool. Yep, it's just you and me right now. I'm guessing the regular people had busy nights tonight. I'm working on a piece for a contest. Doing fine, enjoying 3 days off work. Oh, that must feel so good. That must feel amazing. Congratulations. I also have part-time, so that's the usual for me. Oh, nice. I used to work a gig where I would get in at, I think it was 8 o'clock at night, and I would work overnight until I think 6 a.m. But because of that 10-hour shift, I got to take 3 days off every week. And that was just my regular schedule, and I miss doing that sometimes. Especially right now. I miss having steady, confident income. Now I've just been hitting up Facebook groups. Yeah, not for me. That is a very particular... I'm a night owl, though. I can do those long night shifts. I used to be a night janitor, and... And I'm not particularly fond of dealing with people. Like, I'm happy to teach people art online. That's great. I love those interactions. But just like in retail, where you have to deal with people, not so much. I think that looks good. I'm gonna zoom out just a second here and see if I like the quality that these inks are given. I don't know if I'm fond of that. Let me find a different inking brush. That's my sketching brush, Soul. Oh, wait, nope. There's one of the ones that I downloaded earlier. Sketcher. The Remy pen. I remember liking this one. Yeah. Let's see how this one does. I remember really liking the Remy pen. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I did a quick sketch study for hand on paper. They're a bit robotic, but I like how they came out. Sure. I have the Discord up. And you know the Discord, right? Ooh, and I've got some Oh, yeah. Goal. He sent me some stuff. Nice. Yeah, you want to drop them in the usual Discord, and I can pull them up here if you want. But that's up to you. Just give me a sec. I gotta take a pic. Oh, I gotcha. Take all the time you need. Yeah, this piece right here that I'm working on is part of a contest by the like Masters of Anatomy or something is what they're called on Instagram. Michael Howell told me about it. And he always turns me on to the the really good art materials. He's a really good guy. Oop. But he's turning me on to this, oop. How do I keep accidentally selecting that color? But the contest, if you draw characters in the draw this in your style poses that they put up, then they might be able to send you an anatomy book. And I could always use free anatomy books. And I see that you just posted it. Open that up here. Copy image. Control V. Then edit. Transform. Rotate. Oh, okay, it's just gonna make me do it by hand? Okay. So I will just come up here then. Oh, I didn't want to transform to scale. I just wanted to rotate it. All right. Yeah, we're looking at some good hands here. You're building them up real strong. You've got a good understanding here. And let me go to red so we can get some nice color in there. This is really strong here, the way that you're building off of this block. What I would encourage you to do is when you build this block, oops, to make sure that you practice building it in 3D space. And usually, like sometimes you'll see artists do like this, yeah? Nope. And my whole chat went away. Sorry about that. Ignore the bear claw. The bear claw one. Oh, that one's fun. Once you kind of get the rules down, you can kind of start tweaking them. But I get what you were going for here. I'm assuming like this is supposed to be the knuckles, right? And that might have been like a... Like I'm assuming that's kind of what you're going for, right? Because I can read it a little bit. Like, is that what we were going for? I'm assuming. Just to kind of give it a loose sketch. I mean, that's how I read it. But you were getting a good idea here. Building it in space. One of the things, too, though, is that the thumb... And you've got hands. You can use your own hands as an example. Thumb has this kind of ramp here. And it actually connects off of this. And if you need the thumb to move up, it'll usually move up in a way like this, if that makes sense. Because that's when you pull it almost 90 degrees out. And then here you've got a good idea But when you're making the shape for your hand, everybody tells you cubes. But I would try to get this kind of natural curve on the top here. And, you know, I'm just some guy on the internet. Don't feel like you have to listen to everything I say. But there's always this point, your longest finger always comes out farther because there's this arc on how the hand goes, right? And then these two fingers are about the same size, but not always. And the pinky's always here. So when I learned to draw, well, when I was just trying to do a paw. I did a bear paw. Said it was like messing around. Okay. But messing around like that, you can find out some really good shortcuts. What was it yesterday? I was doing a stream where I was doing anatomy or life drawing, right? Where was that life drawing figure? Oh, did this one not save the life drawings? Oh, no, here they are. And where was the shortcut that I found? Because I was just trying to sketch stuff as fast as I could. And there was a really good shortcut that I found for finding... Oh, this was it, right here. Okay. Go in here. So I found out, while I was trying to do some life drawing, that if you take your hand, right, and you get the kind of pose you want from the hand, you draw a connecting line from the shoulder, from the back of the hand, and you've got almost this twist, right? And then that kind of helps you figure out how an arm's gonna go. So this is your shoulder, and then you've got your hand down here. If you've got like a relaxed or a straight arm, and then the top of the hand, zoop, and that'll kind of give you your bicep, and then boom, you've got a whole arm on your hands. Because I was just messing around doing life drawing and I found that. You may be a random guy, but you're an expert. I don't know about that. Don't call me an expert at anything. You're gonna jinx me. I'm just some guy who broadcasts himself on the internet. Don't call me an expert at anything. But I appreciate the praise, though. I do. I'm just trying to remain humble. But yeah, just my messing around and tinkering and being, you know, doing goofy life drawings, I figured out a shorthand that I'm going to use in the future. So doing those things, you can actually learn a lot from them, even if they don't turn out right. These eyes are coming out. I don't know what I'm doing right, but these eyes aren't coming out the way that I like them. Oh, I kind of liked that line. Maybe? Let's try pulling in the arch too. Seeing if I can't condense that, make it look more right. Because even in the sketch, it doesn't look right to me somehow. I don't know. I'm just trying to polish this up as best as I can. Because I could use some free anatomy books. Especially since I don't have an income right now. Okay, I think that might be good enough. I'm just gonna call it good enough for right now. If I want to tinker with it later, I can. Okay. Kind of like that. Yeah. So it's been kind of a quiet day so far, on not just on my stream, but everywhere. It's been a really quiet day today. I don't know what's in the air, but it's been just really mellow. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I don't know if it's the quiet before the storm, or if it was just actual peaceful rest I'm getting. I'm hoping it's just rest, because I feel good today. Had a pretty good day so far. So I figure I'm just going to keep diving into doing streams, and hopefully I can pick up some momentum. I found out I'm pretty close. I mean, in terms of, like, watch time and, well, stream time. I can meet 2 out of 3 requirements for getting partner. But I'm still waiting to get enough viewers to be a partner. Because I need to have an average of 79 viewers a stream. Which I'm not getting to yet. But I'm going to keep trucking along. The 13th, so spooky vibes may be in the air. Oh, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that. Spooky vibes. Well, then it's fitting that I'm drawing my kind of stitched together ragdoll. My Android with a Apple Mac for a head, with an iMac for a head, and my spooky ghost girl for this contest. Because I was talking with one of my art friends, and they didn't know that I had more than... They thought that I only had the one OC. And I'm like, hold on, you don't know that I have more than one OC? It was tough to try to narrow them down, too. Okay, now let's... I think that's slightly better. It's more slick. Buffering, I hate it so much! Oh no! You got a whole techie household. I'm sorry for the buffering. Nope. I'm still in my rotate. I'm sorry that your buffering is going crazy. I'm doing my best, but I'm sending out all the good vibes I can, but I don't know if that's going to help. Should tell him that it's more important that you catch your streamer friend. Gonna continue my quick study sketch for a bit. Maybe continue my sea animal practice. Ooh, that'll be fun. Sea animals are pretty fun. I did see a post about sharks today. About how they look when they swim aggressively. And the illustrations that they used were just the dorkiest looking things. Because it was trying to diagram out an aggressive swimming shark, but it just had this, like, look on its face like, I don't know what I came in here for. Do you remember where my keys are? Yeah, I like how it's coming out on this a lot better. I would go for that. It'd be like, no. Nope, 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 nope. It's just the dopiest looking shark in the world. Oh, I hate that it won't switch back to my pen after I hit the R key. I'm trying to do each of these characters on a different layer, too. Because even if I don't win the contest, right? All these characters can go on their own stickers. Oh. No, I asked for the pen, please. Pen. I don't want a watercolor brush. I want a pen. Oh, man. Sorry for being quiet. I'm just getting into my drawing. It's been a while since I've been this into a drawing. That happened on my stream last night, too. I think I'm starting to get back into a groove. Every day, 6 to 9 is draw time. Doesn't matter what I draw. And that's really what makes you good at something. What is it Steve Martin used to say? If you do anything for 40 years, you'll eventually get sort of good at it. That's kind of what's going on with me. I'm just bashing my head against the wall, hoping that I'll get good at art. I was looking on my old Facebook. No, you're fine. I'm doing the exact same thing. Trying to figure out how hands with sharp nails. Nails are tough. The other day I was in my Facebook, my old Facebook, and I had found all of these old terrible drawings. Like, they're so bad. Oh my god. I think I want to try to make a... If I don't get a new job here in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to try to devote time to making a YouTube video about redrawing some of those old characters. Come on, let's race. Everybody's supersonic racing. I would love to see that. Right now, my YouTube channel is just the archives of my streams. But if I keep having this type of time off, I'm gonna start scripting and working on that, just so I can, you know, start building up an archive of things to show people, and hopefully they'll get me hired in the future. So that's the plan. Eventually. This is the year when a lot of stuff's gonna start happening, especially now that I'm I'm in like a desperate place and I need that stuff to start taking off. So we'll see what happens. I'm crossing fingers, and my YouTube channel should be taking off here in the next couple months. Well, taking off. By taking off, I mean I should have stuff on it, other than archived streams. But if you just search Inked Can on YouTube, you should be able to find it, because I've had that channel since 2013, and I haven't done anything with it. I'm kind of thinking that it's going to get buried under the algorithm. I can't get any traction, because I think the algorithm doesn't prioritize older channels. But it means I could have a sleeper hit, you know? Like if I can get people to start sharing it. And I would like to do art challenge content. Thank you. I could always do speed paints. Yeah, I've been looking at that. My new stream setup, I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. Oops, that's gonna be in the way. Hold on. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible so I can just cut the... stop moving around. So I could just cut the image out of the middle, so I don't have stuff going over the actual... And like Inktober? Yeah, I used to do Inktober really regularly. Last year, instead of Inktober, I was doing OCtober and showing off all my OCs to people. Because that does a little bit more to build up my lore and my brand. You know what I mean? And I might do another OCtober with, like, designing, like, I don't know, that's a good thing to think about right now, because I don't know if I have any plans for October this year. Hello, Yosei! Oli oli o! Hello! I know you're probably just saying hello, but crab battle's stuck in my head now. Crab battle! Where's Drag? You need to yell at him for subjecting me to single all the way! He's probably hiding from you because you want to yell at him for subjecting you to that. I chose to prioritize my mental health. How are you doing, Yosei? Are you okay? Have you recovered from single all the way? I was being mega mined. And hi. Yeah, I don't know where Drag is. I think they might, I think Drag might be streaming right now. He might have his own stream he's worried about. Because I saw he was streaming earlier. I'm sweaty from walking around in a thick jacket. That's not safe. You shouldn't walk and read. I mean, I do it all the time too, but it's not safe. I don't care about my well-being, but you don't look at a phone while walking. Don't get dehydrated. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to dox you. I'm sorry that you don't trust me. I thought that I'd earned some trust by now, but apparently not. You did before all that. Well, I apologize. I didn't mean to put your personal safety at risk. That was my bad. I'll cop to my mistake. Trying to be more careful about what I say on here, because you said you wanted to start archiving this stuff. Want to be in control of what information about me is public. I will see if I can cut that out. I will take the extra time in the editor before it goes up on YouTube, and I'll just cut that moment out. Hold on. You are very welcome. Whoop. I want to make sure that I don't do anything to harass or harm anybody. So we will get that taken care of. I'll see if I can get like a stupid or funny bleep without explaining it. Just putting it in there. Like maybe I'll put in like a telephone ringing sound or something over. Cut my audio out. See if there's something silly like that I can do. Make it a little bit fun so that for like a full minute people are confused as to why I didn't address that sound that happened. If anybody's watching my archive streams, if my analytics are to be trusted, nobody's watching my archives. I'm just putting them up there so I have them. Somebody's talking about me behind my back. I'm getting real sneezy. You guys should tell them to stop. But yeah, I was looking at my analytics. Nobody use a donkey noise? Hello, Endive! How are you? Welcome! What are you up to tonight? Are you drawing anything saucy? Hope you're not being exposed to anything. I did a hand with the kind of nails, like the actual hand is bothering me. Oh no! What piece am I polishing? So, one of my art friends, Michael, he told me about, there is this contest on the Instagram Masters of Anatomy. Here, let me turn this off real quick. So, you're taking these poses, and then you're putting, you are drawing more snot. Nice. Nice. But you're taking these poses, and then you're putting your characters in the poses. And then if you... That was drawing tips for Blue. If you manage to win their contest, you get free anatomy books. And I can always use free anatomy books. Hope it's a good kind of smut. I think most smut is good. There's a very few kinds of smut that I judge for purely moral reasons. But everything else is awesome. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, I guess. Well, I'm only concerned with whether or not the smut is is morally objectionable. I think that, well, I'll go into less. I'm gonna stop talking before people think I'm insane. If that hasn't already happened. I'm sure that there's a large contingent of people who think I'm a crazy person. I was worried nobody was going to show up today. I was like, I haven't done a stream this quiet in a while. Reminds me of like when I first started streaming and I was just streaming to an empty room. Not gonna lie, part of me had fun just going live to an empty room. But it is nice. I love this boss theme. It is nice to get to talk to people. Don't get me wrong there. I was too busy being outside, enjoying... Was there sunshine where you're walking? Did you have access to sunshine? Because you said you were getting warm. Is it gonna be doxing you if I ask you that there was sunshine? He lives where there's sunshine. I know where to triangulate him. No sunshine. Pouring rain? That is interesting weather to go try to take a walk in. Also, I'm going to take a pic of the hand and send it on Discord because I really like the nails and want to show off. Hell yeah. I encourage showing off. Oh. Alright, Control V. Oop, that's the wrong direction. Rotate. Alright, ooh. You're going really angular there, I like that. No, it was gray with the occasional rain droplet. The jacket was warranted. I gotcha. And you got a really good pose there too, because you've got a kind of claw thing going on with the hand there. And always feel free, whenever you're drawing hands, you've got reference. Always. Even if you just take a picture from a different angle. But you always have hand reference. But it's looking good. I think you're making a lot of progress. I would be happy with that too. Oop. I'm excited to see more stuff. Ooh, I love this theme! Although I did not play... I didn't play this game. I heard this theme from Sonic Generations. Oh yeah, thank you. You're very welcome. This is actually Unleashed? Yeah. See, the only game I know this is from is Generations, and I know that's just a whole bunch of other Sonic games put together. But I love the track. It's a good track. I've been desperately... I don't know if this is something I should share on stream or not. But fuck it. I was looking for, like, comic book work in, like, Facebook groups today. Like, you know, connecting comic book writers and artists and that type of stuff. And I put out a bunch of posts. Like, I put out at least 24 posts in 2 days. Trying to find anybody who's, like, looking for a comic book artist. And I got 3 of them already within 2 days that were like, do you want to draw fan art for me? And I'm like, sure, my rate is $55. Oh, no, I wanted fan art. You had to do it for free. I'm like, you can't just tell me to be a fan of your stuff. That's not how fan art works. But I was more polite than that. I was like, okay, well, I kind of need money right now, so thank you for your interest. But, like, fan art is like a code for free, I guess, amongst these people. And I'm like, you can't just make me be your fan. Is what you've written any good? Can you make me fan art? Ew, gross. They actually asked for free work. Right? I've just never been asked that way before. Like, because they were asking, like, I was wondering if you could, like, do fan art of this character. I'm like, yeah, sure, I can do that. And I'm talking about the poses. We went for, like, a good 10 minutes about talking about poses and all that stuff. And then I was like, okay, so now's the part where we talk about money. And he's like, oh, no, this is... I don't... This isn't a paid gig. And I'm like, oh, okay, bye. I've just never heard, like, can you make me fan art? No, fan art's supposed to be free. Well, if you want free fan art, you gotta make a better thing. They didn't even offer exposure. Like, hold on a sec. Oh. I can pull up the message right now. Actually, it might still be on my phone, because I was in the middle of talking to him on my phone. Yeah, it's right here. So, you know, we get talking about the pose, you know, all this other stuff. I'm trying to lift some weights, but I feel so listless. And then I say, okay, that makes sense. So, with that as a starting point, and knowing where you want the theme and vibe to go, now seems like a good time. Now seems like a good idea to discuss pricing. For a single full-color illustration, right now I charge $55. Okay, this is a fan art project, not paid. I'm like, that's not what fan art means. Were you a crazy person? Just because you call it fan art doesn't mean you can get stuff for free. Not only that, but he reached out to me because I put a post in a group called Artists Looking for Work. And it said in the thing, I am looking for work. And, oh, do you want to do fan art for us? Sir, come on now. Actual cringe. I would have done the opposite and paid, but it would have been in increments. That can be just as annoying sometimes. No, but I was a responsible and courteous adult. I had to be the parent in the situation and be like, I just got laid off work. I need money. I'm gonna prioritize paid gigs. Here's some work. Okay, then pay. It said looking for work, not looking for pay. I think that's... Hold on, let me get the... Look at these wrinkles. These aren't coming out right. I think that's looking fairly good. I think that's acceptable enough. Let's get the stitches done. Sorry if that sounded bad for me. I just don't have a full-time job. I have part-time. No, I get it. I get that. And, like, what'll happen with me, if somebody really wants my art, and, you know, they say, like, oh, I don't have the money. I don't have that kind of money. What the first thing I'll usually say is, how much are you willing to spend? And I will kind of work with that. You know what I mean? I hope I didn't just dox myself. I don't know how doxing works. You didn't dox. I don't know where you are. That's what doxing is. Just, you give away your location and other information so that people know where they can find you. I don't know where to find you. So I hope you're not doxed. I don't think we doxed you. But like I was saying, like, if somebody doesn't have enough money for what I usually would charge, I'll say, how much money are you willing to spend? And then I can work with them on that and say, well, you don't have the full 50, but what if I give you something black and white? You know, if I don't do color. Because that's just my main thought is, like, I get that, like, not... Especially, like, me having just suffered a job loss. Like, I get not having enough money for the thing you want. Even if it is a business expense, you know? And that's the thing. If these people are running... If these people are running their comic or whatever like an actual business, whatever they pay me for, I can give them an invoice and they can write it off on their taxes and get a refund on it. If they're smart enough to do that, then you know they're serious. I did a hand thing and you're really liking the thumb? That's awesome. Thumbs are my favorite part of the hand to draw. Because they're the odd man out. You can get kind of a general feel of the four fingers, but once you get a thumb in there, that's when the whole hand starts getting its personality. Like, I got this Twitter post. Hold on, let me see if... Excuse me. Let me see if I could find it. It's a really good reference of the hands that Milt Kahl would draw for Disney. Looking for work. Christmas. Should have that power. Pie in the face gag. Finished my scene for Pogo. Masterclass. Come on, stop right-clicking. I can't find it. Oh, this is way after this. Oh, you know I posted it in the Discord. Oh, okay. As soon as I find this hand reference, I will get and show that out. Just give me one moment, please. Knuckles. Animated, follow this artist. Hand-painted porcelain donuts. Jokes so clever. Play more Kirby. I can't find it. Let me go to my personal. Nice. If you haven't read Black Sad, read Black Sad. Okay. Here it is. Control C, and I'm gonna put it in the chat. Come on. I'm gonna put it in the chat so that you have that to work from if you're looking for reference for hands. And then let me go over to Discord. Ooh, that is a really good thumb. Original. Copy image. Then let me zoom out. Oop, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Tate and zoom. Yeah, you're really building up that thumb there. There's a lot of... And thumbs have the most personality of any of the digits. Yeah, I like where you're coming with that. Keep it up. I see exactly what you're doing there. I think he's done. That thread, I love his hands. Milk Call was a master at drawing hands. And not only hands, if you watch the Disney movies he animated, all of his characters end up having this, they do this head waggle, right? They do this head waggle, and it's Milk Call just flexing how good he is at animation. That's all that head waggle is. Like, if you watch Shere Khan in the Jungle Book and you watch him do that head waggle, that's just him going to all of the intern animators and being like, look what I can do. Stick with me, kid. You'll learn how to do this shit. Milk Call was a master. You gotta respect the 9 old men. Although we could have had some old ladies in there too, but Walt was pretty determined to just leave them in the cell painting studio. We'll leave the color by numbers to the women folk. There are some amazing women artists at Disney. I'm gonna try and replicate his hands, but I know I will fail at it. Just like I was saying with reference a while back. You use the reference, and you do it as perfect as you can to the reference while looking at it. Then you do it again from memory. And then you take the memory sketch and compare it to the actual reference that you used. And you see where you messed up. And that's what makes it stick in your brain. That's how human brains work. It's scientifically proven that you learn better that way. And I believe in you too, so there's that. If just one person believes in you, big enough and strong enough, believes in you. That's one of my favorite Muppet songs. That one made me cry, man. I was watching the Muppets pay tribute to Jim Henson. I'm not ashamed. It hit hard. I think this is Studiopolis Zone. It could be Casinoopolis Zone, but I'm pretty sure it's from Mania as Studiopolis Zone. I was just playing Mania the other day. I had to go buy a new copy because it was with my Switch. It's okay. I don't begrudge having to repeat myself. Some people are way... I don't know why people are so terrible about, you know, I don't want to have to repeat myself. Because, like, if you are passionate about a thing and you're teaching it and somebody wants to know what you said, I want to make sure that you get it down right. Because now, if you tell somebody you learned that from me, I want you to learn that shit right, because now that's my reputation on the line. If you come home and you're like, well, I learned a few tricks from drawing from Keenan on this stream, and then your drawing sucks, then I'm like, well, shit, now that's my name that's attached to that drawing too. Like, if you're doing any kind of teaching, or if you care to teach somebody something, your name's attached to whatever they do in that field. Time to drag Ken! Why are we dragging me? Are you gonna learn, are you gonna take a class from me and then just draw terrible things? Well, I'm just saying, like, that's the way I kind of view it. If you're not willing to repeat yourself, you're not willing to teach somebody, so don't get into a position where you have to teach them. You know what I mean? Drag your name through the mud! That's not very nice. Why would you do that to me? I thought we were friends. I thought you cared about me. Now I see that I was just a plaything to bat around like a cat. I would never, baby. I would never, baby. Sure, you say that now. But when I'm canceled on Twitter in 6 months, let's see if you come to stand by my side then. I wish someone had told my math teacher that. I get the feeling, though, a lot of teachers are kind of broken by the system. By the time a lot of kids. Depends on what you're getting canceled for. See? You don't even trust me. You don't even trust in my innocence. You're willing to drop me like a bad habit. I see how it is. The reference image for this, because Monty, I mean, he's a robot android, so he's real skinny, right? I drew him to be like, you know, almost skeletal in frame, but the poses that they wanted you to reference have like Superman level of himbos on them. I'm gonna go get some dinner, BRB. See you in a sec, Blue. And so I had to, like, rework see if I could try to figure out where the skeleton was inside the pose and then work out from there. And he's still too muscly. He's still very muscly. But I also want them to be able to tell that I did use their pose. Because I want to win that art book, damn it! I can always use a free art book. Oop. Autosave. Time to hydrate. Whew. But I couldn't resist giving him robo-abs. Because you gotta give them robo-abs. If you're making an android, what's the point unless you give them... if you're not gonna give them fantastic abs? And then if I get this finished up, because it's only 7:30 and I've almost gotten everybody inked. So this is going a lot faster than I thought it would. I don't know why it's going by this quickly, but I'll take it. Maybe this stuff just isn't good. Maybe I'm half-assing it and I don't even know. Oh, did I tell... I don't think Yosei and Engive were here when I was talking about it. I was going through an old Facebook account and I found a whole bunch of my old drawings. Like, terrible drawings. Just bad drawings. They were, like, from 2012. They were just so awful. And so I'm thinking about doing one of those art challenges where I redraw stuff from way back in the day. Welcome back, by the way, Blue. I was just filling everybody in about my YouTube channel and that I was planning on making some content for it. Especially if I don't get a job in the next couple of days. Because I need to do something to keep me sane, and then hopefully that can start making me an income. I'll start plugging it as soon as I get content on it. I gotta do a thing, BRB again. Just bouncing back and forth. So between that, between the saucy drawings that I'm starting to do, and all of the job hunting that I'm doing on Facebook and in person, hopefully I'll have some sort of income by the end of the month, man. I had to file for unemployment today. That was fun. But if unemployment can sustain me for long enough, maybe I could get, like, the... Oh, you're good. I appreciate the sympathy. But it is what it is. Yes and no. I'm doing my best to stay up and chipper. I just didn't want to feel like I was trying to hide it from people. You know what I mean? I was just hoping I could get a job quick enough that I could just announce that, hey, I switched jobs, instead of, hey, I'm a bum. But I'm doing what I can. I mean, that's why I was so upset with the guy. Oh, no, you're supposed to do this for free. I was like, no. You found me on a post that said I lost my job. I'm not going to do free work for you right now. And then he's wearing Doc Martens, not Timberlands. I mean, it is hard, but it is what, you know, I gotta do. I'm trying to keep the silver lining up, up and ready. You know what I mean? I mean, that's why I'm thinking about, you know, the YouTube channel. And as long as I get 2 applications to, like, in-person places a week. If it sustains me for long enough, hopefully I can get something online to take off. Because I am, like, I'll tell you, I'm sick. So sick of working retail. Aw, thank you, Yosei, for the hog. I appreciate that. So I'm hoping that, like, if I can win a free art book, that's an emotional win. And that'll build into momentum to get me some financial wins here. Because I really need a financial win. I really appreciate all the hogs. They do actually make me feel a little bit better. So, I mean, that's where my week has been. Because it wasn't yesterday, but last Friday is when I got the news. Like, yeah, you're no longer working with us. Go ahead and head home. Okay. And I've been job hunting ever since. Well, except for one day that I just took to... I took one day just to self-indulgently lay in bed all day. But I mean, that's just life. That's just living with depression. So I know some people who can really relate to that, right? That's one of those hashtag relatable moments. But I've also been filling out, on the upside, on the absolute upside, I've been filling out applications. I filled out that Viacom application for the Avatar team, because they're doing a new season of Avatar. I filled out the applications for Warner Brothers. I filled out an application for Has-Been, as well as applications to, you know, retail spaces around me, you know, like Walmart and stuff. So I'm doing a lot of extra work to hopefully land my dream job. So, I mean, I'm also being realistic, though. Like, I'm not gonna hold my breath until I get the Avatar job. What was really funny, though, on the Avatar job, one of the things that was on it was, you know, must be proficient in Photoshop, Clip Studio Paint, or an equivalent program. They put Clip Studio Paint on the application as a preferred program to work in. And I'm like, hell yeah, that's all I work in. Photoshop is just getting more and more user hostile every day. Try to get out of Bummerville back into more shop talk. So that was fun to hear. Photoshop is blah. I mean, yeah, Photoshop is usable. You can. I know how to use Photoshop. But I mean, Clip can save out PSDs, so what's the point? Hello, Drag. How are you? What have you been up to? We were worried you weren't going to be here today. How was your stream earlier? Because I saw you streaming. I don't know if you were streaming up until now. But I saw you were working on more commission stream stuff, so... Figure, how is that going? I just got back from my kid sister's dance class. Aww! I know. You're like, don't go, aww. You're thinking about how gross. Drag has been torturing. That's right. Yosei has beef with Drag. Yosei's gonna... 2 more to go. 2 more streams to go, and then you get affiliate? Oh, 2 more commissions. Well, congrats. You're almost there. Drag said he'd finish High Guardian Spice to make it up for me. Is that an equivalent exchange? There we go. I like that line. I like that line a lot. Is High Guardian Spice as bad as Single All the Way? We'll have to plan out a watch party sometime. We can all get together and just scream at the monitor. About how bad High Guardian Spice is. Not tonight, because tonight I have to get this done. Trying to get this out for a competition. I'd say High Guardian Spice is much better than Single All the Way. See, that's what I'm thinking. It's better in some ways and much worse in others. I don't know, it sounds like Drag's getting out of this with the better deal. It's less peachy. I'm transgender. I don't know what that word means. It means I was born in the wrong body. So I used new magic to change my body into one that fit the real me. Huh. 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 I don't know. It doesn't really sound like it's exploring the transgender identity, is it? I hope that looks okay. Let me zoom out and get a far away look at it. Well, I'm gonna finish the Apple iMac. I feel like in a world where you could perfectly... You'll say at least High Guardian Spice delivered on its queer representation. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen it. But... I had a thought, and then I saw that sentence, and I'd lost my thought. But it was about High Guardian Spice. Yeah, you figure in a society where you could just magically change your gender at any point, right? That there would be less of a stigma on changing your gender. You know what I mean? Because at that point, it's not... There's not the argument for biological males or females. It's just like, oh, hey, this is who I am now. Okay. I still think he looks too thick. I think he'll do for the contest. Oh, this is the Hades soundtrack. Yes! Single All the Way, despite being about two gay dudes, is still crazy heteronormative. Oh, shit. I just killed the music. I didn't mean to kill the music. I was trying to put away Discord. Give me 1 second. We'll get the music back up. Go to history. Oh, nope. History. Hades. There we go. And then we'll pop it out. The primary lesbian couple was very heteronormative. Yeah, it's that kind of LGBT representation where it's like, no, really, we've got gays on our show, but it's like there's obviously a man and a woman in that relationship. What competition? The Instagram page Masters of Anatomy. They're having a competition to like a draw this in your style with poses from their pose book. And if you do a good job, they'll send you a pose book for free. And I'm like, that'd be nice if I kind of got that as an emotional win for this time of year. They're like, I could use a little bit of like a... Oh, I love Hades so much. I might play Hades again on stream. Hades or Sonic Mania. They weren't really the token queer rep. Yeah. Like, Like there's this heteronormative picture of a lesbian couple that like a lot of people are like, oh, okay, so that's what a lesbian is, and anything that comes outside of that box cannot exist. And it's like, dude, just let people be people. I don't know. It's not hurting you. Why give a shit? But no, if there's a if there's a representation on screen, it has to fit into, okay, two people. Imagine trying to represent a throuple in that movie. And in Single All the Way, every love interest of the lead was incredibly mask presenting. I get ya. Kind of like, yeah. So you can tell these are Doc Martens. And he is wearing Timberlands. Doc Martens, Timberlands. So, like, the pose that was on the Instagram, it was these poses, right? And then you just redraw your character in there. Peter was just a white woman in gay men's clothing. That's, yeah. Well, it's every time I talk to somebody about a gay relationship, which one of you is the man? Or because I usually date guys who are much shorter than me, and I'm so kind of mask, a lot of times they expect me to be the more masculine and the top and domination-y one. And I'm like, okay, it's weird that you speculate about what I do in the bedroom with somebody. Sometimes I'll just ask them, you know, oh, have you guys tried pegging? Ew, did you say mask? Who was a token in Single All the Way? They were protagonists! Timberland's the ugliest footwear next to Sperry's and Crocs. Hey, I like Timberlands. If you're not offended Timberlands, we're probably going to have a problem, because I like Timberlands, man. I will unironically wear Timberlands. I'm a boot guy. I know you're not a fan of boots, but I am a boot guy. You found Peter insufficiently masked? Drag is just coming for everyone. Drag is spicy today. I think he's just tired and cranky from all of his commissions. Is that it, Drag? You're cranky? You need to go eat? Eat a Snickers, Drag. You're not you when you're hungry. They were also the only gays in the movie, except for the one party, which I also had problems with. Oh, and this you should appreciate, Jose. For the female character in this, I'm putting Marie. And I remembered the muffin top this time. I just hated this movie! 3 major gay characters in a movie that had like 6 important characters? It does not sound like a good movie. It sounds like a bad movie. I'd much rather be doing other stuff. Like watching the Goes Wrong show. Have you guys seen the Goes Wrong show? It's muffin top supremacy! I figured you'd get a kick out of that. And 2/3 of those gays were masked love interests to the femme presenting gay lead. I didn't even think the main love interest was all that masked. Well, not mask in like a bespoke post kind of way. I'm guessing what drag means is like middle of the road, like Parks and Rec Chris Pratt type of mask. Where he's kind of bumbly, kind of a goofy guy, but, you know, he's kind of endearing with his childlike ways. You know, the exact guy any straight woman in any Marvel movie would go for. I don't think Peter is excessively femme. Calling him a woman is just another way of policing the spectrum of acceptable gay identities. That's a sentence. That is a sentence. I don't know. But I feel that too. Like, being a bi guy and, like, having people go, like, you don't act bi. And me going, well, what does a bi guy act like? And then they're like, oh, well, I don't know. Except now on TikTok. Now on TikTok, well, you don't wear Doc Martens and you don't have your pant legs cuffed. And I'm like, I guess, but like, pretty full spectrum, reasonably, but not excessively femme, middle of the road, very masked. It was a good representational spread. I haven't seen this movie, so I don't know. And I'm probably not going to see it, if I'm being honest with you guys. And drag, forget High Guardian Spice. The real revenge for having me see it is hearing me defend it. And then after this, if I get these guys finished real quick, because it's only 8 o'clock, I might get this finished by the end of the stream, but if I finish this on stream and I still have stuff to do, that fucking metal Lich King that I drew last stream, I'm thinking about putting the finishing touches on. If you're gonna be fighting an uphill battle, I hate this movie. Well, it's not so much that he's gonna change your mind, he's just gonna annoy you with arguments. At first, but now that I've stood back a little, I'm starting to see it for its achievements. I'm not saying it didn't achieve things, I'm just saying it's bad and I hate it. It's like when... So back in 2013, I was gonna try to make, I don't know, this might be an embarrassing confession that can be held over my head for the rest of my life, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I was gonna try to make, a Channel Awesome review series about comic books, and the first one that I was gonna review was called Corn Boy. And it is so bad. I really... Oh, Drag, you don't hate it. I really do. This movie made my skin crawl. It's so creepy. So yeah, I had this whole... Drag, you love this movie. Yosei's just gonna try to gaslight Drag. Oh my god, I hated this book. I hated this book so much. It was so bad. You loved it so much. You wanted to share the experience. How else could you explain telling somebody else to watch it? The soundtrack of this game is so good. I love Hades! Me too. And the art doesn't hurt. It's such a good game. I might have to play more Hades on stream sometime. Well, I think it's been because almost 24 hours, in my opinion, has had time to settle. But I'm sorry, it was so hard on you about asking me to watch it. It really was a masterpiece. I just needed the time to understand what was doing. Oof. Oh, I forgot to do her... She's got a necklace, as well as her... I almost forgot the necklace. That actually would probably come up more like this. There we go. And I had a good dozen people. You ass! Camel by camel! I got told more than a dozen times that I really like your art style, but it's too cartoony for the comic I'm doing. So that was fun too, trying to get people to hire me to do their comic book. Also, plus Yosei, you couldn't even watch it in one sitting. I know you know it's bad. It just had to steep like a good tea. I don't like that. I like that better. I rejected it at first, but while I thought it would take several sittings, it only took 2. Here's Yosei committing to the bit. Also, why'd you stop telling us about Corn Boy or whatever it was? Oh, I didn't want to interrupt you guys. You guys were having a full discussion there. I didn't want to interrupt. I mean, I can tell you about Corn Boy if you want, but I figured you and Drag would need to settle your beef first. I'm happy to tell you how bad Corn Boy is. He really is, and I give him props for it. I know, however, he wouldn't be able to do it with a straight face. I am livid right now. Did I get your tone of voice right? But do tell us about Corn Boy. So, Corn Boy opens on a scenic trailer park. Where this lady, she's in a trailer, right? But there's this cornfield outside their house. And so she's looking out and like some way you find out that her husband's not going to be home. So she's shucking corn for dinner and she looks at this ear of corn, and it's just like, you know exactly where this is going from that point, right? There's no beef. I know Drag loves the movie. That's how I say. So, like, she does what, you know, you would expect with the way they set it up with the ear of corn. And then 9 months later, she ends up giving birth to this half corn, half boy. And, like, the whole movie is just weirdly horny. The whole comic is just weirdly horny. And the art, like, halfway through, it stops being actual inked art and starts being more just ballpoint that they ran in a scanner and that brighten the contrast of. So, at some point, they're cheaping out on the art. But, like, it's just so bad, man. Like, it's weird and creepy. Like, multiple people try to, like, push themselves on Corn Boy in a relationship way. And Corn Boy is just like, no, I don't want that. Like, multiple people throughout this book. It's, like, I think this book should be called Why Don't You Fuck, Corn Boy? So that's already creepy. And he gets sold to this guy as an experiment. And then, like, I think the climax of the book, I can't figure out where the book is supposed to climax. But I think the climax of the book is supposed to be when he's standing out in a cornfield, and then he pleasures himself. Irrelevant. Hold on. Is this gonna get me TOS? Am I gonna get muted? Corn cob man. He just needs a bit of earth. Oh my goodness. I know the scene you're talking about, but I'm not gonna play it just in case YouTube decides to demonetize the archive. And I'm already going through the trouble of editing it. But I know that scene with Charlie Adler's red guy. I love the red guy, man. His whole master plan is, I'm gonna start a dry cleaner because Super Cow... I don't think so, it's 8 seconds. Super Cow has to wash her suit sometime, right? Super Cow, arrescate! And when Super Cow comes to this specific dry cleaner to wash her super suit, I won't give it back, and then she won't be able to fight crime anymore. Flawless logic. I'm sorry, Yosei. I'm playing it safe. And I'm already taking the energy to edit this video. I don't want to have to edit it anymore. Corn cob man? There's some sick people in this town. Oh my god. There's some sick people in this town. I love Charlie Adler so much. A bit of earth. He just needs a bit of earth. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está el baño? Is it el baño or el baño? It could be el baño. Because of the... ¿Dónde está el baño? I want you to do the Corn Boy review. I want to know more. We'll see. I still have that book on my shelf. It's right next to Marvel Apes. Banyo! The second one. Thank you. I appreciate, you know, having good knowledge. No, man, I'll see what I can do, because it's sitting on my bookshelf right next to Marvel Apes, because I was going to do a review of Marvel Apes 2. Because I thought that was just a horrendous idea. I thought it was so bad, I bought 2 copies of the trade paperback so that I could burn one on screen. He's asking where the bathroom is. Donde está el baño? Well, that's something I'll have to commit to memory now then, if I ever get lost in a Spanish-speaking country. Donde está el baño? And Super Cow Rescate, doesn't that mean Super Cow to the rescue? But when I was watching that show as a kid, I was always waiting for an episode that had I Am Weasel in it. That was my favorite part of the show. I Am Weasel and I Are Baboon. Got no pants for the victory dance, 'cause Baboon better than Weasel. Poorly timed videos, Ken saying when I get lost in a Spanish country. Yeah, you don't even need to get it poorly timed. I'll just say it for you. A bit of Earth. What is a bit of Earth? What are you talking about, a bit of Earth? Have you read Promethea? Apparently they figured out a comic will sell better if there's a crying gorilla on the cover. So Promethea is what a ton of billboards promoting Weeping Gorilla. So Carmine Infantino in like the late 60s, early 70s, right? He had a list of things in his office of like, put this on the cover and your comic will sell. He had yellow covers, purple covers, gorilla, cowboy hat. It was just a whole list of like, put this on your cover. But like one of them was gorilla. Put a gorilla on the cover of your comic and it'll sell. But he was the guy who was responsible for giving us the Adam West Batman. So you gotta respect Carmine Infantino. Ooh, this is an intense jam. I don't think I've gotten that far in the game yet. I sent it over Discord. Yeah, Weeping Gorilla had a purple, always had a purple background. Yeah, Carmine Infantino knew his shit, man. Is it 3 cubic acres? Good time indeed. I don't see it in the Discord. I'm gonna stick in 3 cubic acres. Oh, you sent it to me personally over in Discord. I gotcha. Maybe. Secret card. Ooh, I just saw some smut. So that's good. I like that. Okay, let me know when it comes over the Discord, because I haven't seen it yet. You don't have to listen to it now. Oh, the secret garden? Okay, I just saw it. Okay, thank ya. Weeping Purple Gorilla always had a purple background. Because Infantino knew his shit. Okay. We're gonna get this all polished up and looking good and pretty. Drag, can you recommend any more movies like Single All the Way? Drag is the resident expert on that, isn't he? He's the one who brought us Single All the Way. Moxie. Are we talking a hell of a boss, Moxie? I'm a Virgo. I have that stuck in my head. We've been here for 3 hours and you haven't even bothered to ask us what we are. Okay, what are you? I'm a Virgo. He was planning that joke out and nobody asked him and he was so upset. At least that's the way I read it. I'm a Virgo. Moxie was offensive because it was literally the whitest feminism that you could go. I don't... Oh, that's a character name. Okay. I got it now. But that's a character that... More so than Captain Marvel in the Star Wars sequel trilogy? I didn't mind Captain Marvel all so much. Like, I know a lot of people had beef with it. I didn't mind it. But maybe I'm biased because I went to go see it with a good friend. Moxie's the name of the movie. Oh. And the last horse crosses the finish line. Perspective on this pose is really weird. Like, I know what's supposed to be happening, but it's still really weird. Is it gay men? When she came back with her haircut and asked for Thanos as manager? I could say some pretty damning things about Captain Marvel, but I want to keep the mood cheerful. Cheerful like the bright smiles in Single All the Way. That's made me laugh, Yosei. I feel better knowing the movie brought a smile to your face. Here comes Drag with the reverse psychology. Will it work? Or will Ken's color commentary call the whole bluff? I am having fun. Oh, I love that music. I definitely haven't gotten to this part yet. This sounds like it could be the ending credit music. It might be the ending credit music. I have an aquarium scene as the screensaver on my Roku. I just saw one of the CG fish clip through a coral reef. How dare they not quality check their Roku screensaver? Call them and give them a stern talking to. I don't know if these look like actual tennis shoes or not. I'm just making them up from whole cloth out of my head. I didn't get any reference for these. I figured I could BS some sneakers pretty easily. Living in a movie scene, puking American dreams. Hollywood infected your brain. You wanted kissing in the rain. That sounds like a good song. You're gonna have to send me that stuff on Spotify or whatever you listen to music on. I listen to Spotify just because everything's on there and I already have playlists built. I have mindless self-indulgence stuck in my head. I don't know why. Sent. Thank you, sir. It's gonna go in one of my main playing jams playlists, so I can... That's one of the things that I've been thinking about since I have singing mode as a reward on here. I've been thinking about putting together a public playlist of Spotify songs, right? That anyone can edit, and sending it to the people who regularly get in the stream. What's this character's name again? I can't buy that she's bad. She seems so lovely. This is Marie, I think we named her. Marie Jamboree, because she was Cajun and a partier. And I don't think she's bad. I think she's just, mischievous. You know what I mean? At least that's what I keep thinking in my head of the characterization that I gave her. But I was thinking about putting together a playlist of songs for me to learn, just for the people, you know, who regularly pick up the singing mode perk or reward or whatever it's called. You know what I mean? I figured that'd be an easy way, because then I can listen to it in my free time and learn the songs, and then I can just put in some Bluetooth headphones and sing the lyrics along with the song as it plays. And then singing mode would be pretty easy. You know what I mean? And then I'll put music that I already know how to sing in that playlist too. So if there's one that I haven't quite finished learning yet, I can put that on hold and actually sing something. That's the general thought that I kind of had about singing mode. Because after Drag redeemed it, and then, like, I was like, okay, yeah, I can sing something. But all the things he wanted me to sing, I was like, oh, I don't know that one. I don't know that one either. There we go. All right. Will you sing in Japanese? Little Lottie is a must. I don't think so. I'm gonna hesitantly say no. But send me the stuff in Discord and I'll see if it's something I can try to learn. But up front, I'm gonna assume no. Because I don't want to make any promises I can't keep. Oh. None of those? Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna have to do it the hard way. Sing something from Dear Evan Hansen for drag. Dear Evan Hansen, it's been way too long for us. But not because we're gay. No, not because we're gay. We're close, but not that way. The only man that I love is my dad. Is that the part you wanted me to sing? Specifically for drag? Not gonna lie, the songs are bops out of context. It's the story that's bad. That's true. I've been listening to the Beetlejuice musical, and I've been, like, really taken in by, like, Lydia's songs. Like, I really love Lydia's songs. Like, Home and, Dead Mom. Mom, dead mom. Are you really in the ground? 'Cause I feel you all around me. What about what else can I do from Encanto? I have not seen Encanto yet. It's one of the thousands of things on my to-watch list. Have not yet seen Encanto. I hear really good things, but like... I don't know, I just haven't sat down to watch it yet. Whoop. And then I can... I should learn, from Moana. What can I say besides you're welcome? There's a movie I've seen tons of fan art for, but no one has has watched it. What Can I Do is kind of like Let It Go in some ways, but less mournful. I just know that's the gift that I send people whenever they get pissed off that I've sent something or said something terrible. Whenever somebody's pissed off at how terrible I've been, all I do is, what can I say except you're welcome? Because it cracks me the hell up every fucking time. Grim Green Ghost. Okay, I'm back! You are okay. We're happy to have you back. What's going on, Blue? I bought the whole Encanto soundtrack, but then I just listened to What Else Can I Do over and over. Ken is the worst type of person. No, that's accurate. I'll cop to that. And if you're curious about coloring, Blue, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I don't know if you stuck around for the clown stream where I was showing off my coloring process. But if you're curious about how I do coloring digitally, I just had to do a few chores. I gotcha. Yeah, if you're curious about digital coloring, we're about to get through this whole thing. I just didn't seal my lines, so now I gotta go trace all of the curves. Because normally what I'll do is I'll just magic wand the outside of the figure. But I forgot to seal my lines, because I was doing my lines so quickly. You didn't stay for the clown stream? I gotcha. Oh, I forgot to do some inks on him. Let me get that. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, we're just getting in to my whole coloring process. I'm about to cook, so I'm going to be quiet, but I'm still here. Well, thank you for letting me, Yosei. I appreciate that. Although, I'm not ever demanding that my people speak. I try not to be demanding that people speak. Not Ken Humble bragging about his line speed. Well, speed is the way you gotta do it. That's how you get the nice smooth lines. You can't try to draw a nice smooth line real Because you always get jittering doing that. Your line just has to be like that. You just gotta practice and get confidence. That's the only way you can make good lines, at least in my opinion. Is just practice making your strokes right. But because I do them so fast, I always forget to seal them up. So I gotta do... I gotta go through and find... Oh, I forgot to do the inks there too. Oops. The base. The rock. The trap. Did you do your quick pose warm-ups today? I did not, specifically because... Oops. Because the poses were laid out for me. But I will do quick pose warm-ups tomorrow. I have it bookmarked in my browser, so I can get there anytime I need to. I appreciate the quick pose. I figured today was an inking day. I just needed to practice getting my inks up and ready. Because the poses were already worked out for me. So... that's the whole competition, is, you know, taking these poses and just reworking your other characters into them. The rock, the mic, the treble. I like my coffee black, just like my metal. I have mindless self-indulgence just stuck in my head, and I can't get it out. Shaking my head. Yeah, you can go ahead and shake your head at me. I still appreciate you giving me the sight. I'll still appreciate you even if you're shaking your head at me. And I'm starting off with a color that I know the character's not going to be at all. Okay. And then we're going to... yeah, okay. Select... expand selected area. And then we're going to paint bucket. That way I don't get that halo effect. Control D. Alright. So because we know the colors are not going to be this peach color at all, I know his pants, I usually go kind of a red tone and kind of a dark gray. Zoom in. And then above the skin tone layer, I'm going to put a clipping mask on. You don't need to do a clipping mask. It just makes things easier. And what the clipping mask does is it just makes sure that I only draw on the pink layer that I did. So even if I pull my pen out here and scribble, it's not going to show up. If I turn the clipping mask off, you can see how it does that. But it makes it easy for me to do stuff like this, where I can highlight the entire area. I like this punk lute. I'm pretty sure that's like a lute or a lyre or some sort of Greek instrument. And then they switch it out for guitar. Yeah. And then I'll just clean this up. Why is that suddenly a lighter shade? That's weird. I don't know. Can you guys see that? I don't know. That's weird. Alright, and since he's wearing Timberlands, we're gonna go with like a Timberland-y color. Yeah, I like that. That's a good color for Timberlands. Ken, I don't have to do warm-ups because I'm lining today. I see you making fun of me. I had to file for unemployment today, man. I had stuff to do. And then we're gonna go with the similar black, kind of dark gray color, except I'm gonna switch it over to blue. So it gives it more of a leather vibe than. And I know I've already picked out these colors. I don't need to tweak colors like I was doing last time. But if I needed to, I would put all of these colors on their own layers. Like, here, let me get this filled in, right? And like say that once I was here that I decided that that blue wasn't the right color, all I would have to do is Control U or bring up my hue slider, and then I could be like, well, do I want it to be more green? Do I want it to be more, you know, and that'll change all the hues of whatever's in that layer. But I've already decided on his color, so I don't need to pick anything new out. I should make this bigger. I don't know why I'm doing this the hard way. And I don't do my warm-ups because I'm a masochist, remember? How can I be a masochist if I warm up and make things easier for me? But I will be doing my warm-ups more often. I do appreciate you finding me that sight drag. I really do. No, Ken. No. No for what? What are you telling me no for? What are we talking no about? You said you were proud of me earlier. I'm taking a lot of bullpucky from you today. Drag's extra salty. I think single all the way salted him up again. Having somebody bring it up. That was then, but this is now. And I'm gonna go with kind of a, well, maybe a more tan cream color. Desaturate it a little bit. That's gonna be the fuzz on here. What did I do that was so egregious, Drag? What did I do that was so unforgivable? I forgot to warm up once? One day after you gave me the exercises? Surely that's not unforgivable. Hello, Tim, what's up? Dreg's giving me guff. Drag mad because you haven't joined us in the Single All the Way Aficionados fan club. He's not. Ken is misbehaving. Misbehaving? I forgot to do one exercise. And you're on me like a shitty math teacher. Oops. I forgot these weren't all on separate layers. And the way I do ragdoll is very different too. Because I'm gonna go ahead and take that hue slider. That's gonna stay the same. I meant to take the saturation and just completely desaturate it. Maybe bring down the luminosity a bit too. Because he's meant to be more gray. Okay. And then we're going to get his hair, which is like a bright fiery orange. Yeah, I like that. That's a good orange. Oh, that needs to go in this layer. Apparently, I'm being a very bad boy. I didn't know that I was being such a terrible boy, Drag. I thought you said I was daddy. Right now, you're acting like the disappointed parent. You're acting like my actual dad. Just a joke. Is the streamer behaving? You guys are all gonna gang up on me. Please don't tease me. I'm sensitive. I have a very fragile demeanor. I'm very disappointed. Ugh. And then another layer underneath. So now what I'll do is I'll take kind of brighter colors. No, protect you, Ken! Can you sing eggs? I need to look up the lyrics. But I can sing eggs. Hold on. Because I've sung that on stream before, haven't I? I'm just gonna pull up the lyrics. Land Before Time 2 lyrics mode. When I wake up, the first thing I do. Nothing can protect him from my judgment. You are judgmental, I'll give you that. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do, eggs, is look around for something to chew. Exactly. Feeding myself is very, very tricky because, you see, I'm ridiculously picky. Eggs. This Struthio Mimus won't settle for the dregs. I'll borrow, I'll beg, I'll even kiss you. For my dear beloved eggs. My dear beloved dose of eggs. Hurry, Ozzy, I'm so hungry. I can't wait for another minute. Here's a juicy little leaf with a beautiful stick in it. Can't I have a taste? If I promise just to lick it. Strut. You imbecilic eater. Great green globs couldn't possibly be sweeter than a pile of eggs. Beyond the mysterious beyond. You guys haven't redeemed the points though. Sing mode is a points redeem. If I'm just singing because you guys asked me to, what's the point of the redeem? Just throwing that out there. I'm happy to. It just needs to be redeemed. You know what I mean? Looks like you played yourself. I'm trying to stop playing myself. I thought we were a team, Tim. I thought you were here to help me. I thought you were being supportive. Turns out everybody's against me. Struthio Mimus. There, sing! Blue Cat at 2? At 2, Blue Cat. Let me get beyond the mysterious beyond. Thank you, Ken. My mom says she doesn't want to cook eggs anymore because you sing that song every time. Okay. I can't remember how that song goes, though. Hold on for just a second. I need to pull it up so I can listen to it and sing along with it. Because I don't remember how the song goes. The Mysterious Beyond lyrics. Okay. Feeding myself is ridiculously tricky. Okay. Wait, we don't have better TTV! Support this! Okay. Out there, on the mysterious beyond, out past the smallest light that's twinkling, you cannot even have an inkling of what is going on. On the mysterious beyond, such a veriest, out where the wonders are the rarest. So much more to everything than anyone supposes. And inside your dreams and underneath your noses, the mysterious beyond. Know it all. Till they show it all. The eyes can see. Always asking questions. Beyond the mysterious beyond. I think of the things that we could see there. Oh, that I wish that we could be there, all of my friends and me. The stars can fall, and rocks can fly, and mountains catch on fire. You set our sights beyond the sky, or maybe even higher. Beyond the mysterious beyond. Imagination. Creation. Lies. You are a part of the creation that lies beyond. Mysterious beyond. Oof. This is why I gotta have that, playlist for people to put stuff in that I can warm up. Bop! You bopping me? This song is a bop! Ugh, and I'm sorry that I can't play it on stream for you, but I will practice more. Whoop. Come on, I will practice more. I'll get that playlist set up tonight. Don't have a better TTV. So that we all have the opportunity to beg me for singing. So what I do with Ragdoll is I'll put in all these crazy colors. And then, what's another? I've already got kind of a tealy. Maybe, well, I've already got like a fuchsia. Maybe like a seafoam. And we'll put it here. I put in all these crazy colors. And then, once I get all the colors in the way I want them, let's go here. And I'm just doing this in a layer that's underneath all of the closed layers. And then let me get one more color here. It's between red and purple. Let's do something that's kind of yellowy. And then I'll control U. And I could turn the saturation way down, right? Maybe turn the luminosity up or down. Actually, I kind of liked where it was at. Well. And then I can even tone it down a little bit by turning down the opacity of that layer. That way, they're different colors. Sea shanties! Oh. Sea shanties? Key nips? You know what? You know what isn't copyrighted? Sea shanties. Not that I've been listening to those for hours on repeat. Hey, up here, she rises. We're headed for South Australia. Hold on a second. I've got the bop emote in the way of my chat. I can't read people. There we go. Okay, there we go. So yeah, that's how I do the colors. Oop. Out where the treasures are the rarest. Now it's gonna be stuck in my head for hours. And then I'm just gonna get these all condensed into one layer here. So the colors and the line art are separate, but... And now I just gotta do that a couple more times. And let's see if I closed my lines on this one any better. A bop! We're bopping! I did not close my lines. Crap. Ooh. Okay. So now I'm gonna take like a desaturated blue, and I'm gonna do most of him in that, because he's based off of a Blueberry MacBook. And I'm just gonna go ahead and take all... Like, I get that I got cartoony style, right? But I've been getting told all morning that my stuff is too cartoony to do a comic book. That the tone is too silly of my drawings. And I'm like, okay, like, I get that, but at the same time, like, you don't even give me a chance to try to do a serious tone. Like, that's what I do in my free time, is silliness, because I like silly. That's why I gotta finish up that Lich Monk. Beyond the mysterious beyond, out where the darkness is the scariest, and where adventures are the rarest. I don't remember the words. Beyond the mysterious beyond. You know what song? Hold on. I need to remember if I've got that song on lock or not. I don't know if I've got that song on lock. I was trying to see if I could remember Toxic Love. Maybe if I pull up the lyrics, though, I can get it done easy. Because you gotta love Tim Curry. Who doesn't love Tim Curry? Sludge. Filth. Fumes. Keck. Oil and grime. Poison sludge. Diesel clouds and noxious muck. Slime beneath me. Slime up above. Ooh, you'll love my toxic love. I see the world and all the creatures in it. I suck 'em dry and I spit 'em out like spinach. I feel the power growing by the minute. And pretty soon you're gonna see me wallow in it. I'm feeling good, a special kind of horny. Flowers and trees depress and frankly bore me. I think I'll spew 'em all with cyanide saliva. Pour me a puke cocktail and take me to the driver. Filthy brown acid rain pouring down like beef chow mein. All that's foul and stained breeding in my toxic brain. And after dinner, I could go for something sweet. Revenge for all those years locked in a tree. I'll crush and grind all the creatures great and small, and put up parking lots and shiny shopping malls. 'Cause greedy human beings will always lend a hand with the destruction of this worthless jungle land. And what a beautiful machine they have provided to slice a path of doom with my foul breath to guide it. Hit me one time. Hit me twice. Oh, ah. That's rather nice. Oil and grime. Poison sludge. Diesel clouds and noxious muck. Slime beneath me. Slime up above. Ooh, you'll love my toxic love. Yeah, I had that one down. I love that song. Listen to a reprise of Beyond the Mysterious Beyond. I will see if that's in Spotify, and I'll put that in my playlist of stuff to put on loop and memorize. And it's about that time, but I'm on a roll. How are you guys doing? Because I've got 7 people watching right now. I feel like I can't put the stream away just yet, and I'm still raring to go and finish these drawings. So I'll go a little bit longer if you guys are willing to stick around with me. To see me embarrass myself singing children's songs. Posture check. Thank you, thank you. I was probably shrimping pretty hard, huh? Your style is like Animaniacs. It's very loosey-goosey. Oh, thank you. I guess it's a little bit too zany for a lot of people. Posture check, hydrate, and stretch all at the same time. I'm about to take a shower, but I'm mostly lurking. Well, thank you so much for lurking, Engeeve. And thank you so much for the pleasant image. I don't know if that's something I should be saying, but it's the late night crowd. And we, I believe, are gonna get these knocked out. Because I've only got so much more color to do, and then I'm finished. I think finished near enough. I do want to put some lighting on them. I don't know if I'm gonna do a background. I don't know if I can do a background at this point. I don't think they needed a background for their competition, if I remember correctly. So I'm probably not going to do a background. I'm probably just going to do something simple, like a colored gradient, and I'm shrimping pretty hard. I gotta remember not to shrimp. I want to stay 6 foot tall for the rest of my life. I don't know, was that creepy to say that I was going to enjoy the mental image of a shower? Showers are enjoyable. I think that's it. I think I've sealed everything up now. So we'll zoom out. Beyond the mysterious beyond. I did not seal it up. Where did I forget to seal it? Hold on. Okay. Oh, I found it. I found it right here. Okay. Beyond the mysterious beyond. Out where the darkness is the scariest. Out where the wonders are the rarest. And then I'll put another layer with a clipping mask on top, and we will get to coloring. I think I decided at this point the Letterman jacket is kind of this reddish-orange color. Let me desaturate that a little bit, though, so it's not super vibrant. That's a good contrast for blue. And I don't know if that's going to stay the same blue, but I can always change that blue. And I think in the action figures that I did, this orange was much more vibrant. And then I had kind of a cream color. Maybe it was the same orange, just wildly desaturated. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Does anybody know what I mean? Trust in your own imagination. You are a part of a creation that of all that lies beyond. That is one point, like, I don't know. Hold on, I'm gonna make sure not to do spoilers for Land Before Time, in case you want to go see Beyond the Mysterious Beyond on your own. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do, eggs, is get up and find something to chew. Exactly. Feeding myself is very, very tricky because, you see, I'm ridiculously picky. I love the reading of that line. I'm ridiculously picky. They're aliens! Drag spoilers! Spoilers! I said it so you didn't have to. Come on, man. What if somebody wanted to go see it? And now they're spoiled. They know that there are aliens in the land before time. Now they're not going to go see the land before time with aliens because they know that they're there already. Great job. I mean, you still did, so I guess it was a moot point. A mute point? I'm gonna boogie. Well, thanks so much for stopping by, bro. I love ya. We will, on Sunday evening, I think we'll get together and put your stream together. Because he's starting to stream too. And then I think I had like a... Maybe I put more of a cream to it. Yeah, it was definitely more of a cream color. Yeah, I suppose. I won't tell him the channel name in case you wanted to keep that separate from your other. But don't give out too many details. Yeah, I wasn't going to do anything more. I realized right after I said it, I want to do this on my own Steam. Right after I said it, I was like, maybe he doesn't want to, like, advertise. Okay. Well, I'll talk to you later. You keep rocking too. I love you. Bye, bro. Whoops. I ended up accidentally. Okay. Because, you see, I'm ridiculously picky. And his Doc Martens are going to be kind of a deeper red. Leave it all to me! Uh-oh, what am I leaving to you, Drag? What are you doing? Am I gonna be in trouble for what you're doing? I'll desaturate it. Sing that song! Leave It All to Me? I don't know which song... What is Leave It All to Me from? iCarly? I don't know iCarly. I've only seen like 3 episodes of it. What did I not seal off? Okay, hold on. Oh. Doy. I don't know songs from iCarly. I didn't know iCarly had musical numbers. Frankly. There we go. I guess they were close enough in tone. But I wanted a little bit of a warm tone to the boots that set them off. I think in the action figure version, I also have him in Timberlands. But I kind of wanted him in Doc Martens. BRB! We'll see you in a sec, Drag. And Marie's gonna be the hardest to color, because she's got stripes on that hoodie. And I drew that hoodie in such a weird and confounded way. That's a good... Does that look like a blueberry mac? Is that the color of a blueberry mac? It looks good to me, but I don't know. Maybe if I change the hue once I tinker around with it. I don't know. Who had a blueberry iMac as a kid? My school was getting rid of computers, and they were literally gonna throw one out, like, in the garbage. I was like, I'll take it. I'm like, okay, if you want it. It's an iMac. I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. This wasn't, like, when iMacs were a thing, though. This was, like, 2006, maybe 2005. I was like, I want an iMac. I'll take it. Like, we have better iMacs in the library. Like, yeah, but don't just throw it away. Almost done with his colors, too. This one, I think, will desaturate it just a little bit more and pump up brightness. Just a bit. Call it Monty. Ragdoll. They got a theremin in this? Is that what I'm hearing? It does sound like a theremin. A ragdoll needs to go in front. Okay. Oh, I need to get a quick stretch in here. And I'ma bet you money that I did not seal the lines. Oh, I can see right now where I didn't seal the lines. Okay. I think she was more teal. That's a good color. And I will. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do, eggs, is wander out and find something to chew. Exactly. Feeding myself is very, very tricky because you see, I'm ridiculously picky. Oops. Oh, I'm on a different brush, too. How did all that happen? Different brush and different color. You are back, Drag! Where did you go? What did you do? How was it? Did you have fun? Did you lament in labor? Was it mundane? I think that's it. Hold on. Oh, wait, nope. Hold back on again. Just forgot to do this space in the center here. I don't think I see any holes. Okay. Expand selected area. Okay. Uh-oh. It's thinking. Man, we've gone a half hour longer than usual. How are you guys feeling? Are we about done? Have I exhausted all of your guys' energy? Should we call it a night and then I will finish this off stream, or are we gonna keep going? Because I'm down to keep going if you want to. Almost forgot to lock in the next week's HelloFresh. That would have been bad. What would you have eaten? It would have not been fresh. I'm okay with people lurking and finishing this up on stream. My battery is low, so don't be upset if I disappear. I won't. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up if I was gonna stop the stream. Good to know. I was worried about you. I gotta pull up a reference, because I don't remember the colors that I set for her. Gallery all. I'm waiting for G for my vid to... Whoop. I'm waiting for my video to render. Oh, so you're just hanging out with me. Well, we can hang out for another 2-3 hours then, right? You got that kind of time? Okay, so she had kind of a green-yellow tone to her tights. Maybe a little bit darker. There we go. Yeah, if you're down to hang out, I'm down to keep streaming. I just don't want to, I just don't want to hold you guys hostage by continuing to stream. I don't know about that. Because I know I've gone past my usual time. I'm a half hour longer than I usually go. I just want to make sure I'm not destroying my fan base by keeping them from sleeping. If I had wanted to leave, I'd have left. Okay, that's good. That's good. So if you guys are down to stick around, I'm gonna finish up this the colors on her, and then we'll call it a night. Because we are almost done with the colors. And then I'm gonna send this to Michael Howe and brag a little bit about my speed. I like being fast, man. I try my best to be fast. Because he only told me about this contest yesterday. And I think I'm still gonna render it with lighting. But I'm just gonna get the colors done tonight and then put this in the whip folder. As long as I'm not keeping people hostage. If you guys need to go, you can go. I'm just gonna buckle down and get this finished. So if I stop talking, you gotta start speaking back to me. Otherwise, I'm just going to end up going silent because I am kind of getting in the zone here. And I'm probably going to stream tomorrow night, too. Because I definitely want to add that lich to my portfolio. If I don't have... I just need something that screams, you know, badass comic book illustrator. And I think a lot of my stuff is zany. I think that's the problem I keep running into. People look at my portfolio and they think, oh, well, he just does zany cartoons, and I don't know. I was quiet because I was cooking, and then I was freaked out because it was a HelloFresh deadline. Well, I'm glad you got that figured out, though. Ken-chan! There it is. That's how I know that you guys are still here. A little bit darker. Like about there. I don't know, but like people aren't gonna hire me because they think I only do silly cartoons. Scrimblow Bimblow? What are we scrimbling and bimbling? That sounds familiar, I just forget what it's familiar from. I know I've heard you say that before. Is that just a placeholder so that I know you're still there? Scrimblow Bimblow is a term someone came up with for things like, oh, that's right. We've had this discussion before. I remember now. Like with the big, zany cartoon eyes. I remember now. Okay. My apologies for not remembering, but we have had this discussion before, haven't we? She's got a big booba. I'm hoping that'll draw in some of the straights. That they'll come for the booba and then stay for the comedy. Because I love my LGBT crew. I love all of my LGBT... I love all my Alphabet Mafia. But the straights have money. All my Alphabet Mafia friends are very poor. Nothing against them. I kind of do love that they're poor because that makes them crazy artists like me. But sometimes you gotta court the straights, man. They got the money, and they got the power. When all hell's breaking loose, they'll be right in the eye of the storm. They got the heart. They got the motion. You know that when things get rough, that they got the touch. Why did I have to give her a striped hoodie? Damn it, Past Ken. What are you thinking? Giving her a hoodie with stripes on it? What were they thinking? Ew, Ken. You gotta play the game, man. Play the game, play the game. Freddy said so. You can't disagree with Freddy. That's how we get Alphabet Mafia more recognition, too. Actually, the stripes end here. Then they need to... Oh. Need to come around like this. Yeah, I don't know if this is still too scrimblow or not. I mean, I like that my stuff is scrimblow. Don't get me wrong. Because I spent a long time studying, like, Looney Tunes and Animaniacs and Tiny Toon Adventures and... She's more angular and different from before. Well, part of that mostly is the base that they wanted us to use for the contest. Because she is definitely much more angular. So that's part of what's going on there. If that makes sense. And she's been... I'm still nailing down her design. That first picture I did with her upside down, like, that's my favorite picture, and that's the model sheet, but I'm trying to figure out how to twist her in space so I get her consistent. That's how I want her to always look. And things have just... She's going through the same process that Zomboy did. Like, before I landed on Zomboy, man, I had 1,000 different iterations, and I couldn't keep it consistent. Sometimes his legs were super long, sometimes his arms were super long, sometimes, you know, he had regular people proportions, sometimes he had alien proportions. I'm still trying to wrap my head around her, if that makes sense. I think that needs to be erased. I think this needs to be erased. I don't know. No, that needs to stay there. Yeah, because that needs to be the inside of the coat. Yep. I need to put that all on the right layer too. Okay. And the eyes aren't as big. You know what? Hold on. Hold on. I think I figured out one of the things that's off about her. Her eyes weren't scrimblow bimblow enough. You're not answering the important question. Gluten not answering the important... Definitely notice she's more angular, different from before. What's the important question? Gluten not answering the important question. I do admit your style... Oh, hold on. I do admit your style is too toony for what I want to make as well. But the Lich was a lovely change of pace, right? What's her cup size? Once your answer to that question, the rest of the answers will come. I think she's a solid C cup. You know what I mean? I don't think she's D, but I think she's bigger than the standard B. You know, she's in between B and C. That's bigger than a C! Well, she's definitely not an A. I can tell you that. And she's definitely not a D. I don't want her to be like... She's not Dolly Parton. That kind of helps her look like the old design. Hello, Engive! I just got to get the colors finished on this. More saturated? Yeah, more saturated seems like the way to go. So we're almost done, and then we can take a big look at the whole thing. Uh-oh. Oh, well, I'm gonna be condensing the whole thing anyway. Because I wasn't really happy with her action figure design either. The action figure didn't come out. It reminds me very much of Beetlejuice or Freakazoid. Thank you! That's good stuff. I can definitely see where that... I could definitely see that influence coming through. And that's a good... I like that. I like that a whole lot. Like Beetlejuice and Freakazoid. Hell yeah. I'll take that. Let's go bright green. Oops. Man, these colors are sloppy. I might be getting tired. Maybe I shouldn't have gone an hour past the time I usually go. I might have diminishing returns here on my hands. But I'm so close to getting done with the colors. I'm so close to getting done with the colors. I might have to come back through and completely refine all these colors, because the more I'm looking at it, the more sloppy I think it's getting. But I'm almost done here. I'm almost done. I'm so close. I'm so goddamn close. It's okay to turn in for the night, but I'm so close. I only have a couple more. Oh, hold on. I only have a couple more colors to get done, and then I've colored everybody. Sorry, I was hand mashing some potatoes. Were you trying to ask something? I was not. I was just complaining. That's all. Drag keeps trying to get me to go to bed. Because Drag's a sweetheart and he's worried about my health. Yeah. Oop. And then I should be able to paint bucket that. Yeah, there we go. I am definitely going to have a lot to clean up on this tomorrow. So close, but far away, so far, I can't but hold. Oops. The original pick came out so friggin' good. Why is everything always so slightly off? It needs to be a little bit brighter. Here we go. Oh. I've got that in the wrong place. It's this part that should be green, and I'm trying to get it as close to the original shoes, but it's a completely different design than those ones were. Oh, nope, it's this part and this part. And then here, here. Yep. And then we got kind of a dark, desaturated purple. Nope, it needs to be a little bit more desaturated. Yeah, there we go. That's the color I had on the shoes. Heaven, please sing for me a song of life! I don't know the song, but I can be as dramatic as you want me to be. I can be one dramatic bitch. And then, is that pure white? I think it's just like, just a touch. Maybe even less of purple. Alright. Now we're gonna mash all these colors together. We're gonna put these into their own group. And then Marie. Check my Discord. Okay, hold on. Are you sending me songs that I can't play on here because of copyright? Yeah, you're sending me songs. Ooh, panning and stocking. Ooh, I love panning and stocking. We're gonna put her back. So, this is the whole piece so far. You could play this song. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm almost done for the night. I got all the colors finished. Ugh. Okay, give me 1 second, right? And you're talking about the panty and stocking song. I can play that one, right? Ugh. Otta. Okay. Let me get this one stopped. I'll play the panty and stocking one. If I have to, I can cut the end of this stream off since I'm an hour longer than I expected to be tonight. Okay, hold on. There we go. Oh. When did this all go off screen? Why didn't anybody tell me? It's all supposed to be. There we go. Hello! What are you doing up so late? I'm working on the... I thought that was your setup. My setup was all the way to the left. I just joined, so I didn't know. You're all good. This is actually my entry for the pose contest that you were showing me about. But it was off screen the whole time. That's not how my setup should go. Why didn't you guys let me know? I'm gonna look ridiculous. I'm gonna look like a fool when I put this up on YouTube. But this is my entry for the... So late, it's almost 10. I usually end my streams by 9. That way I have time to work on personal stuff. Do you usually stream after 10? Well, thank you. I'm glad it's looking okay. These are all OCs of mine. I was thinking about how you assumed I was only going to do Zomboy, Bugs Bunny, or Spider-Man. And I was like, I've got more OCs than that. You know, this is Ragdoll, who's his only power is that he can't feel pain, and he's got fast reflexes. That means sex. Drag. But yeah, so his power, you know, that he can get limbs cut off and stitch it back on. Woo! Food's done! I might go to 10 more often if this is how late everybody wants to stay up. And then this guy, Monty, he's an android who's built with iMac Blueberry for a head. Kind of a vaporwave kind of feel. And then this is Marie, who, I remember Ragdoll, very different from at school, me like. Yeah, I redesigned him a couple of times. And then this is Marie. She's a ghost girl who's kind of a prankster and a little bit of a mischievous brat. You managed to get plugged in with 1% battery left! Down to the wire. There's one thing I gotta do for Marie, though, that I forgot to do. I got to select... Oh, hold on. I gotta select the... Oh. And then... Get a new layer in there. And then invert selected area. And then expand by like 15. There we go. And then I need to take the same, maybe this bright green. Maybe I'll do bright green. That'll probably look good. Paint bucket. Control D. And then filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Get it really blurry. There we go, and that'll give her kind of a ghostly aura. Maria's big boo. And then I might put like a screen effect on that. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with how that came out. I think tomorrow I'm going to be putting lighting on them at some point, and hopefully I'll get the Lich done, because I was hoping I could get it done on this stream too, along with this stuff, but it still only looks like this so far. But that, I think that's gonna be a killer t-shirt once I get this all done. So with that, it's an hour later than I usually stream. I think I'm gonna call it a night, guys. I hope I'm not closing too soon for... And I think this is actually going to get me struck on YouTube. Yeah, lo-fi for ghosts only. Oh, because I'm not listening to my stream safe thing. Good night, Engive. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate you too, Drag. Good night. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to work on seeing if I can get this guy done. This will be cool. Could also make your trio into a t-shirt. I think so, but people usually buy stuff like this over that because original characters do their own. You won't respond. Oh, to Drag's harassment. Thank you, Yosei, too. You guys have a lovely night. Thank you for all showing up. TTFN, guys.